Yo, yo, yo. How's it going? Ooh, sunlight. I am juggling everything. Same old juggling act. How's everyone doing? I was listening in on some of the episodes, and the sound is really strange. It's like it's broken.
Oh,
I don't really understand what the whole thing is about. It's really I don't know. I switched off one thing. Maybe the sound changed. Hey, Atsuki. Oh, number six, the powerful number six. Hey, Algani, how's it going? Zealin, yeah. So, the study Monday. Handsome man. Why not? Shiro. Shirokar. Friday. Study. Monday. Man. Friday was the deadline. Tons of awesome images from all of you. Really nice to see. Very, very nice. Some killer entries. I personally have already passed my judgment on your art. It's really nice. Eliseo Leo Sartorelli. How's it going, yo? Yo! Let's do it. Let's do the study. And as per usual, this should be updated. Yeah. So whoever want to do the study, just type apostrophe ref and you got it. And you got it. Now let's do the study. Let's do it. So I'm gonna focusing on the overall kind of like a character. Yeah, the character and the light on the face. I think that's what I'm going to try to study. I'm going to try to capture that kind of personality that's visible. It's a pretty cool reference. I mean, he's a very handsome looking man right there. Some good cheekbones. Iglesias Miguel. Oh, really? That's what you look like? Oh, shit. Congratulations. Good luck. I'm happy that you rolled such a beautiful roll on the dice in terms of looks. Me? Not so, not so much. It is what it is. I'm not. I'm not sad at all. Hey, Lozanus, how's it going? Hey, Lama. Hey, Lama. Hey, Lama. So he kind of, it's going to be a little bit exaggerated, but as I want to try to kind of capture that look, though, that subtle, angry eyebrow. I'm gonna fail at it, but that's the purpose of studying, right? To get that knowledge in. Iglesias. I bet with a name like Iglesias, you don't have any problems. But I mean, you're no Bruno Romanos. That name is an automatic win. Bruno Romanos. For you probably realize I have massive name envy. I'm gonna change legally my name to Bruno Romanos. Then I'm like automatically good looking. Girls are just swoon. Hey, Wanamir, how's it going? Good morning. Eric, how's it going? Hey, Kirill. What up? Bjorn Romanos. Oh, Jesus. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Perfect. That's gonna be my own birthday present to myself. Bjorn Romanos. Oh man, the world is not gonna be the same. I'm gonna fake tan in like Orange Man style. Change my name to Bruno Romanos. Only wear leather pants. Oh, look out. It's gonna be a bloodbath. I'm good, thanks. How are you? How are you, Kirill? Amir. Yeah, absolutely. And a bare chest. Lots of drawn chest hairs, because I don't have chest hairs that much. So I'll do like small little like pigtail curls all over the chest with like a marker. Man, the ladies are not even gonna know. It's gonna be chaos. They're just gonna be like left and right, just dropping to their knees. Oh, it's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be fantastic. Just won't have any idea what's gonna happen to them. Kirill, that's what I imagine Bruno Romanos looks like, right? That looks like a Bruno Romanos. It's like, hello. But then if your name is Bjorn, it's not like, oh, that sounds like what comes out of the end of a bear. Oh, the dog Bjorn again. And then there I am on the floor, like a beautiful little poop baby. A shitty little baby. Oh man, you gotta have one of those days, But it was, to be fair, not everyone. It needs to be contrast in the world, right? Hey, Sudhi, how's it going? one thing in terms of the study, one thing I always have a problem with, and a lot of people have a problem with, that's not like portrait artists, is to draw people with an open mouth. A lot of people tend to close the mouth, or they make everyone screaming. But there's never really, I find that very interesting. There's never really a range of difference of open mouth. A little bit of teeth, a lot of teeth, no teeth. What's it called? Parsing the lips? No parsing. But there's always like either this, like closed, or like those two. Kirilla, that's pretty cool. Amir, yeah, exactly. Exactly. You're smart. You're smart. Hey, Captain Boss, the Mind Waker, what up? Yeah, it's not him that's beautiful. It's me that's not. That's smart. Or that's the like at the opposite end. So he naturally becomes beautiful because you can compare the two, right? Iglesias. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, but painting people with an open mouth has to be a conscious effort and understanding of the fact that it's more natural. And that's why I mentioned that if you're a portrait artist, you will have thought about these things, and you will have picked those things up, right? If you're just an artist that draws people, where you haven't analyzed really what's happening, they generally don't paint or draw an open mouth. Or maybe it's just me that is looking for that, and I spot it more often because I'm looking for it in other artists. I don't know, but it's something I noticed at least. There's a lot of tight-lipped people, like closed, while majority of all people have parsed lips. Hey Loma, yeah, absolutely. There's so much subtleties in a face. I've noticed that, like, just one angle off or one proportion off, and then the expression is completely different. And if you just make a little bit of like a mark like that, the expression changes. And that's one thing that's so amazing with art. But also what's amazing with humans is that we work that way as well, right? We like the face. Oh, nice. Like the face I'm painting doesn't exist, right? The face I am painting, not the reference, but he doesn't exist, right? But still, the more I work on this, the more tangible this fictional person becomes. Even though, yeah, I'm basing it on a real person, obviously. Then that kind of, it makes a bit more sense that, you know, I'm looking at a real person, but I could do the same of an imaginary person, a face that doesn't exist, right? And then the right combination of moves, and all of a suddenly there is an expression, there is a personality, but the character itself doesn't exist, but it's just a combination of things, and it's in our mind, our brain, that rationalizes the existence, which is, you know, is a pretty weird thing when you think about it, that art can create these impressions of something existing than when it's clearly not existing, you know, which is really fascinating to me. And I came to my mind an article that I think Carla Ortiz posted on Facebook, that some person have figured that when you're looking at art, it is the same chemical response like looking at a loved one. Like you can get the same dopamine rush. Destroying the face. Which was a cool little article, you know, that kind of shows that we do absolutely 100% engage with what we are looking at, you know. Hey Dame Deviant, how's it going? What up? Casey Mod, art is magic. Art is magic, that's what I think. Hey Wollosaurus, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome, man. Hey Book of Lemon. Yeah, I think that's, in that sense, that's what magic art is. How that can be so magical. Like I said, the fact that you can create a face that doesn't exist, yet we can look at it and feel emotions like lust, hatred, disgust, envy. You know, that's just quite strong emotions, but they're all based on like looking at something that doesn't exist, which is really weird when you think about it. Which is the beauty of the human mind and the human invention of art. I think that's a really cool thing that humans have done, is to invent art. But I mean, is it invented or is it a byproduct? Is it a byproduct of our existence? And again, I'm not trying to replicate the photo. I'm kind of analyzing what the character, this handsome man, is doing, and trying to pick up the subtleties of what he is in order to learn, you know. I'm not trying to be one-to-one. Oh, Rock Knight Studios, Thanks, man, for the torch. Fantastic. Very much appreciated, man. Thank you. Hey Loma, yeah, absolutely. I think that's also one of the fascinating things with the human mind and the the processing we're doing, the subtleties that we are picking up all the time. I mean, if you think about it this way, right? The human eye and the human mind looks at everything. It stores everything. Well, not really everything, because then we would know everything that we saw for one time, and then we know what everything is, and then not everyone has a perfect memory. But what I mean about that is, even though we still don't remember everything into every minute detail, we have still observed it, we have still rationalized that information, and the brain has either stored the information for future reference or disregarded the information after the fact. Right, so, sorry. If we look at something, our brain instantly rationalizes it. What is it? Is it dangerous? Will it kill you? Is it, what is it? Can I touch it? All these things the brain constantly thinks, right? But we can't be conscious about it because it's automatic. Sue the hue. That's pretty cool. There's no need for apology. Yeah, so the brain rationalizes all this data all the time, and like Sue the Hue says, we have so many receptors in our eyes about one of our biggest input mechanisms is through the eyes, and then also touch and smell and so on. But those are more like secondary, right? If you have like a kid, and you give the kid something to eat, like when you start weaning them in, right? When you start to, you have to start teaching them to eat solids, because the first they eat only liquids, right? And then when they're past the date of they can't just eat liquids anymore, they need to start eating solids. You give them food, right? And a lot of people don't do this, but one of the technique is baby-led weaning, which is you put mouth or like bite-sized food in front of them, and then you just go, there you go, eat it. And then as a parent, you're sitting there sweating bullets, hoping that your baby don't choke. But they usually know what to do, and they if something gets stuck, babies usually know automatically, naturally, how to unstuck it. Yeah, but anyways, it's extremely stressful for a parent, but it's a skill that the child needs to learn, right? To eat solids. You can't not to eat solids. Anyways, and one of the first things the kid does is look at the food. They observe, right? So the kid like looks at it like, what the F is this? And they look, which one should I eat? And then the second stage is touching. They mush it, check the like texture, can I destroy it? And then the next stage is after looking, after touching, they put it in their mouth, right? And that's we don't go and put our mouths on everything the first thing we do, right? It's not the first step. We look. So we're definitely observational the first thing, right? We don't go like, hi, like, who are you? Lick you. You're that guy. Okay. But I mean, yeah. But I mean, if you want to break it down, Wallace that our experience is a hallucination. Hallucination has a negative connotation that it's not real. But there is definitely an interpretation of reality happening in our brain. Because reality, what we observe is also connected to how we feel. So that step alone changes the perception of reality. Right? If I'm sad and I look at a banana, I'll go like, fucking banana. Or I'm happy, that I might like, oh, that yellow on the banana is so beautiful. But that doesn't change the banana itself, right? It's still going to be the banana. So in that sense, yeah, we're living in a hallucination, or rather a fabrication of reality. Everyone has their own version of reality. But that doesn't exist. That doesn't mean that like a neutral reality doesn't exist. I think definitely a neutral reality does exist. It's just interpreted differently between people, and the fact that it is interpreted, even with the physical limitations of the human vehicle, right? Our eyes can only see a certain spectrum. We can't see UV light, and so on and so on. It is an interpretation of reality, for sure. But say, for me, like, stating that life is a hallucination has the connotation that isn't real. You know, like a hallucination meaning it's a figment of your imagination. It doesn't has, you know. Absolutely. Also, like, your emotional state changes the value, kind of the value of the world, which is also fantastic. Also can be a real pain in the ass. Because what if, for example, I mean, for some people, some unfortunate people, they have a chemical imbalance. So their default interpretation of the world, you know, sometimes are of a negative. Or, I mean, some people have the opposite, like super happy, and then they're like, hey, calm down. You know. Or flawed, you know, like that there is some sort of blockage of the chemical process or nerve signals, or, you know, that you're seeing things that doesn't exist. So it's like normal interpretation of the world plus, and then all of a sudden there's issues, you know, which is also quite interesting. And if you think about psychological issues with people seeing things, or, you know, quote unquote crazy, you know, if we have like stated or confirmed, or whatever you want to say, agreed on that you interpret reality, that you filter it. I mean, for them, their reality is real. who actually hallucinates, you know. But it's not functional. Ricky, yeah, banana skin, or the banana, a fantastic design. I see dead people. Yeah, exactly. Or Halo with that. Yeah, exactly. That's another interesting point. People that see music. That's also extremely fascinating. That their interpretation of reality is significantly different due to signal change. That they see sound, which is super fascinating. He needs that pinched eyelid. He needs to be like, I'm mysterious. Yeah, there we go. Now he's all blue stealing. Oh yeah, watch out, ladies. Hey, Evan. Oh, rip. Hey, Tiana, how's it going? Oh, Wallosaurus, really? Oh, that's so you're one of those that with a, I assume with a chemical imbalance, where medicine uh, does wonders. Kuru. But that's good that science is there to adjust the receptors then even better, you know. Wallosaurus. Imagine living in a world where modern science doesn't exist and the understanding of the fact that there is a chemical receptor misalignment and that is just, oh, that's just a broken person, versus, oh, we just need to adjust the signal. Adjust the signal. Yes, that's how I see uh, taking medicine as nipple tweaks. Let's just take a pill or two. All right. For those who want to do the study, apostrophe ref, um, as per usual. This study, I focused on the expression more so than trying to replicate the photo. And I think it's a healthy thing to do before each and every study, is that you call out what you want to try to learn. So for example, I called out that I want to capture the expression of it, but also not try to replicate the picture. And those luscious lips, yeah, for sure. Those dangerously plump lips makes me question things. And all the Nightbot commands, by the way, work on Discord. So if you're in Discord, you can also type those commands. And I'm open for it. There's a suggestion channel on Discord. If you want a command for the Nightbot, suggest it there. I'll do my best to try to figure out how to do it, and we'll do it. Let's raid someone. Who can we raid? Who can we raid? I wonder if Warmix does some cool stuff today. Not a fan of Warmix this morning. Max. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Alright, let's raid that guy. Suda Hugh, during study Mondays, we study everything. We study everything. Okay, let's raid. I did not write his name correctly. Did I spell it correctly now? Yes. Yes, there you go. That's correct. All right. Have a great day, everyone. Good night. It's a very strange discussion today, but I liked it. It was good. Good night. See you guys tomorrow. Have a great one. Let's do the outro, and then after the outro, I'll take us to the raid. Bye.